Man, we back at it again with another episode of Between the Lens, the podcast, man. We back at it with episode 7. It's your boy Showtime, bro.
It's your boy Dwayne.
Man, we got a lot to talk about today. Let's get it. So yeah, man, the first topic we're gonna talk about today is investing, man. Just investing in your money, whether you're an entrepreneur, just a lot of stuff, man. So basically, man, I would just say when you're investing in something, man, we usually start out trying to invest at a young age, and we usually make mistakes. Like, shit, I have my own experience of making mistakes while I was investing. So I basically would just tell people, like, man, whenever you say you're working a 9 to 5, you get that check every 2 weeks. Throw $10, $20 to the side and don't touch it. For like, just keep doing that over time. Next thing you know, you got like $1,000 saved up. Any tips you got, Wayne?
Well, I used to do that like when I didn't have any kids, but now I got kids. So when I was working a 9 to 5, I had to like put up like half my check for rent, and the other half was for bottles and formula and Pampers and things like that. So
right, living that grown man lifestyle.
I was doing it like when I didn't have kids. When I didn't have kids, like I would put up like $100 every check because I get paid every Friday. So then like by the time like 3 months came from, I had like like $1,000 till like that I was able to spin around. But yeah, once I had kids, it became different. But that's something different. That was time for another day.
Man, for all the young dudes out there, man, and I'm a prime example of this, bro. When you investing in something, bro, you want to spend your money on something useful. Don't go to the club, spend $100 on bottles, sections, and all that type of stuff. Because I did that. I've honestly done that before, and I learned my lesson from it. You want to spend your money on something that's valuable, that's going to help you make more money, you know what I'm saying, than just wasting that shit. So just use your money wisely.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I used to be thinking like, damn, man, Apple is crazy for selling a laptop and all that, $900 of that. This probably one of the best investments I ever bought. Like a laptop, books, stuff like that. Like really, like stuff that we see on the internet. They tell you to go buy. It's going to change your life. Really buy it, and you really buy it because then once you read it, you be like, oh shit, like you know what I'm saying. Everything, your whole lifestyle transition, whole mindset and everything. I'm a whole different person now. Like live like a whole different person. I'm still changing to a whole different person.
Nah, I definitely agree, and I can say, like, man, I think it was around April, man, where I had went to Miami. I have a young dude mindset, man. I probably done spent on some real shit, probably like $1,000 when I wasn't even thinking. Yeah, bro. No, like I was there for 7 days. But I'm saying like that thousand.
Boy, nah, man.
Trust me, bro. I blew a lot of money down in Miami, bro. I came back. I was down bad, keeping it real. But I was fortunate enough to get my bread back up. You know what I'm saying? And invest in stuff that I need, like stuff for my clothing brand, stuff for the podcast. You know what I'm saying? And when you got people around you that's like, that's prime examples, and some people that you can get an inspiration from, that shit, it helps you. Like just looking at people, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, I spent a lot of bread on that junk. Like I was tripping. I was having the time of my life, bro. I swear to God, bro. I was out that junk with tank tops and all, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, I did it before like that too, like going out of town. And when you out of town, when you young, you on a guy's trip stuff like that, you get retarded. Like you just think like your account is not going to go to $0 because you just having fun. And which is when you out of town, you're not supposed to really worry about the finances because you out of town, you worry about that shit when you get back. But now is a time where it's like you want to be so successful that the point when you do go out of town, you can swipe and don't even worry about it because you know that you're good. Like, you know what I'm saying? You like, shit, I can spend, I can spend about $3,000 this weekend. Because
right.
You know what I'm saying? That you got way more money than that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, for 7 days and something like, well, if you live like that extraordinary lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to go, if you say you was in Miami for 7 days, but if you're successful, you like, shit, you can go to Miami. You could be in Miami for 2 days, go to Orlando, you know what I'm saying? Go to Tampa Bay, you can tour the whole Florida, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's probably a lot of money, but like I said, if you got, you know what I'm saying, 500, 600,000 in your account, you could definitely do that.
Yeah, bro. I would just say like when you go on trips like that, bro, you want to have a lot of money saved up to it. Like when you spend it, you still able to handle your business back home.
Yeah,
And
that's
see,
the thing.
I think I had to learn. Like I went down there on some young dude stuff. Like man, I'm just about to have fun. Whatever happens, happens. But
You
learning my lesson from that really taught me like investing in shit is important.
on some young nigga shit.
Nah, I really was though. Talking about I was on that jump, man, renting bikes, going to the club, buying drinks, all types of stuff. But that
Yeah,
really taught me like, man, it's going to Miami really taught me a valuable lesson because it was like, bro, this is a good life to live, but it's more to life than just, you know what I mean, just going out partying
shit you see in the
honestly, when I came back home and I was really down bad. That's when I really started taking my business and stuff more serious. But
the
you
shit,
know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't perfect. You gotta learn those lessons to, create successful situations.
the shit you see on the internet is really the shit we see on the internet really makes us be like, that's what we gotta do when we out of town. We gotta go out
Right.
of town to go to the go out of town and buy the biggest fucking bottle they got and in the club and you know what I'm saying? Because the shit we see on the internet, so like fuck, if they can do it, I can do it. But
Exactly.
again, we can't go with, you know what I'm saying? We can't go with $2,000 and then we get back and life hit us and fucking rent is due next week and we like, oh well shit, that your rent money is in fucking Miami. so nah, it's got to take a whole different level of it though. But it's all about growing up stuff like that. So for all the people that's listening, if you're young, it's we done it before. I've did it a lot of times where I, well not now, but like when I was 18, 19, shit,
Right.
21, shit, I was doing anything. I didn't have no kids. I was just in my life. I moved to my mom's house. I was 20. You know what I'm saying? She told me to run into a brick wall. I told her, I'm not gonna say I told her ass, but I told my mom, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna jump over that damn wall. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was so cocky in my head, like, can't nothing stop me. And I ran to that brick wall, like, shit, like somebody threw that motherfucker at my ass. And I was looking like, pow. Like,
Man.
I ain't gonna lie, it's like I was running so fast, I jumped over that wall that she talking about. I'm over that joint. I ran into a whole fucking box, like a trap. Like, well, shit. Reality came. Fucking girlfriend pregnant with my son and all types of shit. Like,
Yeah, bro, that life hit you, man. That's all we trying to say for all the young kings and queens out there, man. Like nobody's perfect, but like we done been through it where we done saved up some money, blew it all on, materialistic things and having fun. But sometimes you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and say, what do I really want out of life? You know what I mean? And it's gonna be a part of that.
nah, for real. And everybody know this. I know everybody know this. Everybody knows the people that work a job, a 9 to 5, a retail job, whatever you do in life, continue to do it. You know what I'm saying? Be great at what you do. But everybody knows this, that when you're working a 9 to 5 and a job and stuff like that, and you get a time where hours is great, like you get so many hours that you looking good. And then it's a time where all the hours get cut and you just like shit, like
You like, oh, might as well go apply for fucking Target or some shit, right?
then you gotta start looking for another goddamn job. Like, well, shit, I can't get 2 jobs. You start asking your manager and shit, like, hey, as many more hours I can get. But you didn't, you know what I'm saying? When they was giving out hours, you was calling out of work and all that. I'm part of that. Like, I'm a prime example of that shit. They was giving out hours. I'm going late. I'm calling out. I'm not showing up. All types of shit. Like, I fuck that shit. Like, that's all I kept saying with shit. I ain't worried about it. Shit. I'm saying I'm looking good. They can give me all the hours. They know me. And then shit,
Right.
and then I would start dropping. You start looking, yo, hey,
It was like, oh yeah, we know you are.
I'm here. You start looking at your check. The fuck is you start getting mad and shit. You start getting mad at your manager, knowing damn well you should be mad at your goddamn self. You start getting mad at your manager, like, so you know what I'm saying? You just gonna take him up the schedule like that? But when he was trying to put you on the schedule, you wasn't available to show up. And I've been like that at the time where I was there when there's a lot of hours to get because I was just straight in that mode where I'm trying to lock in. But I was a time where it was giving out hours and I was running away from that shit. Like,
Right. And just to go up, piggyback off your point, man, the reason, we was doing those type of things was because we was getting too comfortable. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
That's a being comfortable is such a distraction, yo. Like once you get that check, you look at it like, man, I'm good. You stacking up money. I'm good. I don't even gotta work that much. you going out, not realizing you still got things ahead that you gotta worry about. So never get too comfortable, man, and
Going
just
out, you going out on a Tuesday night, Wednesday night, knowing damn well you got work in the morning, and you going to work all late, all hungover, and all that shit. And I can, like I said, I'm the prime example of that shit. Go to work with a hangover, and you barely, you know what I'm saying? Your eyes all, you not even focused for real because you still trying to catch up from last night and shit.
facts.
Top of that, like I mean, one time, me and my brother, we were both working full-time jobs. I was working 12-hour shifts a day. He was working like shit, damn near 10, 11-hour shifts a day. And we're still like, he'll get off work at like 7. I'll get off work at 7. He'll get off work at like 4, sometimes 5, sometimes he get off at 7. It doesn't matter what time we got off, right?
Right.
And when we got off, we'd just go straight home, jump in the shower, and go out every day. Like the shit was so crazy because we come in the house 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 at my mom's house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this disrespectful as shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Right, right.
some people might could maybe do whatever they want when they live with their mom, but my mom wasn't having that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we was 18, 19. She was grown. She wasn't having that shit. She like, nigga, fuck that. Y'all don't pay no bill in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
So,
fact. Shit,
so
I'm a example too.
huh?
Shit, I really had to learn like, it ain't always about going out, coming in at 5 in the morning. You got to work at 9. You
Bruh,
come,
yeah,
oh, you
that's what I'm saying. Like to end the story, it was I had to be to work at 7, and my brother had to be to work at 7, and like literally like we came in the house and at 5:30 in the morning, nigga, the sun was coming out. Like I'm looking like, bro, I gotta close my eyes and wake up in like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, and I had to work a 12-hour shift that day too. So it's like, bro, like you know what I'm saying? I was starting to look at myself like, damn well you're not supposed to be doing that. Bro, I'm like as soon as we ain't got no cars, I'm hiding under the damn oil thing, trying to go to sleep, like trying to get some shut eye. You know what I'm saying?
nah,
But I
for
mean,
real.
it's all about the hustle in me too, though. I just stayed up, but I
Yeah,
would
man.
never
But
mention it again.
moral of the topic, man, just invest in yourself, man. You
Unless
want something,
you're kids.
invest.
Your kids, when you got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and give a goddamn baby a bottle. Then you go to sleep, you wake up 5:30, change the baby because he didn't shit it. It's a lot. So.
A lot, man.
But parenting is great, but yeah, that too though. That's when you don't get no sleep.
Nah, for real, man. But
Yeah.
yeah, just invest in yourself, man. You really want something in life, you're gonna invest in yourself. Don't be the dude that, you know, go to sleep around. You come in at 4 in the morning. Don't go to bed till 5. Gotta be up by 7. You call your manager like, yeah, uh, I'm sick. Like, and your manager, whole time your manager like, you ain't sick, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
just
you saying you ain't sick, but literally you want to tell that nigga, I'm about to go to sleep. I just came in this motherfucker. Like,
yeah, man. So just invest in yourself, man. Just what I'm saying? You're gonna make mistakes throughout your journey. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but you just want to learn from those mistakes.
it's not
And that's
really mistakes, man. It's lessons. Lessons, you know what
it.
I'm saying? It's not really lessons. I said not really lessons. It is lessons, but it's not really losses, it's lessons. I learned that. You know what I'm saying? I learned that it's like it's not really a loss, it's just something that you did ain't go right. So it's when you gotta go back to the drawing board and start over again and just figure out from that lesson, you know what I'm saying? Just whatever you learn from that lesson, just write it down as notes and do it all again. But take the notes that you took from that loss, from that lesson I meant, and do it all over again to the right way. So
It's a fact. Now, man, I know you want to talk about this topic, but Dave Chappelle, man, this new Netflix special, The Closer. Why they trying to cancel my man, man?
because it's the type of skin color he has, you know what I'm saying, that he's wearing, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it.
So I that's the only way else to put it.
My thing is like though,
He didn't say nothing bad. That's the
yeah,
whole thing. He didn't say anything bad. That's just, I guess you can't say, I guess now with all this, I thought it's freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? What is these First Amendment, Second Amendment, all that fifth, you know what I'm saying? What did they sign all them bills up for the amendment? if you can't use them. You know what I'm saying? If you're going, I'm not saying you can't use them. You're going to get criticized for everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? And he's a comedian, and comedians should always have the freedom of speech because they're just telling jokes. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Right or wrong, he's a comedian. That's his job. He's a comedian. That's what his job title is, a comedian, to make people laugh and to tell jokes. So y'all criticizing, saying cancel the show and cancel the Netflix series and all that stuff like that. And I 100% agree with the Netflix CEO of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he basically said like, bro, this shit is
Yeah.
too popular to cancel. Like,
Yeah, he's standing for Dave Chappelle and he's standing for his business. He's like, nah, hell no. He's a stand-up comedian. This is, you know what I'm saying? Don't
right.
watch it. That's basically what he said. Don't watch it. If you feel so bad about it, don't watch the shit. Skip or unsubscribe.
He's so independent where it's like, he ain't even care. He like, man, y'all try to cancel me, y'all can't. Him and Bushi like the most independent people. Like, you can't cancel them because they have rights to everything they own. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even if you try to cancel them, you can't. But my thing is just like, we got so many problems going on in the world today where it's young black people getting killed. You got racism that still exists. Thousands, hundreds of years later, there's so many real world problems. But when you get to
you got sex trafficking going on. It's so much going on. They worry about the dumbest shit. Like the smallest shit blows up to cover up what's really going on in the world. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is, man. It's so systematic, bro. They using this to distract people, man. But we telling people don't get distracted on the real situations that's going on out here in the world, man. But my thing is just like all these situations going on, and y'all worried about hurting somebody's feelings or your feelings being.
You know what's so weird to me too, though? It's so weird how when Donald Trump was in the office, there was so much to impeach him, and he's going to go to jail and all this and all that. And now that we have a whole different president in office, nothing happened to Donald Trump. Donald Trump is living his regular life. It's so weird how it just got swept under the, you know what I'm saying, under the carpet. Like yeah, that's over with. You know what I'm saying?
And we not trying to stay like,
you know,
we don't have nothing against, you know what I'm saying, the LGBTQ community. We don't have nothing against it. We just saying there's real world problems going on, and people should rather have their attention on that other than people's feelings being hurt. Trust me, I work with people that's in my job system that, you know, represent that community, and I know people that represent that community. But you know what I'm saying, I'm never gonna hate on them because they're still people or humans at the end of the day. But we just saying like, don't lose track of what's really going on out here.
Yeah, and I know every time I work with that same that you're talking about. Yeah, I work with two of them, so you know what I'm saying. It's nothing against it. It's just
right.
It's just like they take the smallest stuff that's being said and they blow it up to like he said. I'm thinking he said the worst thing in the world. I'm like, oh man, I know that. I hope they ain't saying nothing crazy. That's the point. Like, damn, but like he didn't even say nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he ain't say nothing bad. You know what I'm saying? He ain't say nothing bad at all. And the fact that they trying to blackball him or cancel him, you can't, man.
They already blackballed him enough. So, you know.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's just how we feel on that topic, man. Basically, just don't forget what's going on in the real world, man. Don't forget about all the stuff that's really going on out here.
And they are comedians. Remember that too. They're comedians.
It's supposed to make jokes. Like, I don't understand why people getting so offended by it. Well, you know, that community getting so offended by it. Like, he don't got nothing. He even said in his special, "I'm not against y'all. I'm just making jokes." He literally said that. But you know, people always gonna have their opinion, man. That's why, you know us, man. We really just try to stay out of the way. We watch from behind the scenes, give our intake on it. But I don't feel like that. I feel like the Netflix CEO, like you said, was right for trying to stand up for him because he ain't do nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with the Netflix CEO. Either watch it or don't watch it or
Don't watch
unsubscribe.
That's that. That's just how we feel in that situation, man. Now, man, it hurts me to say this, man, but we gotta talk about Deontay Wilder, man. What? This is my thing. This is my thing. You talk about, they had a press conference, right? So you on the press conference talking about how, yeah, I made you, you know what I'm saying? I took you in. I was your first real fight. Oh, I'm this and I'm that. As a member of the Black community, we sincerely apologize. I don't know what. He was just better than them, honestly. He was just better than them. Like it was a great fight. Don't get me wrong, but he at the end of the day he was just better.
Wait. I know that the first time it was a split decision, right?
But
Not split decision, it was a draw.
Fury won that one too. If I'm being
I know I'm saying, but it was a draw the first time, right? It was a draw,
yeah,
right? Yeah, but Tyson Fury won, but they said it's a draw, right?
yeah,
And then the second time he beat him.
yeah, and then he just beat him again.
Yeah, I know. I missed the fight. I was busy.
Yeah, man, that joint was crazy. My man looked like he was praying or he was in the he like the dude off of Get Out in the deep coma or
I
something
know
like.
when I seen like the highlights of it, and I seen like the ending, I'm like, damn, like when Tyson Fury punched him, look, he's like, please don't do this, please. It's all hey, and the thing is, you know what I'm saying? Hey, all props to Tyson Fury, he beat him. But Deontay Wilder gotta stop being for just be a fighter and stop trying to be that black culture big, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He trying to be like the Muhammad Ali, but Muhammad Ali was actually winning fights and whooping ass in the ring and standing for his people. You can't stand for your people and get in the ring, get your ass whooped. It's not right. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't look right. You know what I'm saying?
Muhammad Ali beat Muhammad No Lee. You ended up on that floor each damn time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? Muhammad Ali was um against the police brutality, everything that was going on back in the day, the civil rights and all that. He was against all that. He went to jail because he wasn't going to war. You know what I'm saying? He really was standing for his people. And he got in the ring and will whoop your ass.
Yeah.
Wilder, you can stand for your people and do the same thing Muhammad Ali was on, but you can't get in the ring and then lose. The hell? How the hell are we gonna look up to you? The hell we gonna like, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's all, you know what I'm saying? You saying blase blah, what you want to do with all that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get too political with it all, you know what I'm saying? But
right.
you can't do that and then go fight the man and then lose to him. Who we supposed to listen to now? Like, I guess we with him now. You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna look back on his career and say, "Man, that was really that was the turning point in my career, man. I was having a good career, but like this dude really got the best of me, and I can't even be mad because I was talking my best shit, and I just got beat."
Every time people kept putting up Wilder or Fury, I was picking Wilder. Like, yeah, Wilder gonna come back from this time. He gonna come back with a vengeance. Hell no. He should, man.
That boy seen the heaven gates when he fell to that floor, man. The way he dropped, it was like,
Then he gonna tell that man, I don't respect you. You shouldn't have said that shit. You need to get that nigga a
something. Nah, man, that's just how he felt.
I do not like that though. I don't like that though. I don't like that. If we fight on a boxing fight and I win and I go to shake your hand and you tell me I don't respect you, or if we get into a fight, you beat me and you come shake my hand, I ain't shaking your hand, I don't respect you. Now I look like a bitch ass. I'm a bitch ass nigga because you know what I'm saying? Like, respect that man. That man whooped your ass 3 times, or you better get that man a hug. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bro. Nah, honestly, it's like you can't say you don't respect that man, bro.
But you can't beat him. So you obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like, you do respect him, but you just don't want to respect him on national TV. You don't want to look like a sucker.
That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Us men have this thing where we got too much pride, bro. Even if we lose fans, we always gonna find a way to be like, nah, man, I don't respect you. I don't respect you, bro. I don't respect you. But he just knocked you out like he was red off of Friday. You talking about you don't respect him. Yeah, man.
Well, they might fight again. I wouldn't.
I'd be like, yeah, you said who? Fury? Oh no, let me see another contract. Right.
Yeah, let me see somebody else. Let me take a break off of Fury for a minute. I'm gonna go punch this bag with his face on it. Yeah, I'm gonna take a minute off of Fury. I'm gonna go fight somebody. I'm gonna go fight Blind Fury or some shit.
Oh man. Now we're gonna go a little bit into I know you want to talk about this, the John Gruden situation, man.
Man, fuck the Raiders, man. It's so crazy because like, well, people should already know that. He's a redneck, so what I'm saying, they should already know that he was racist regardless. But then like it was just like too much. Like the emails, he's saying anti-gay and he on the black people, all this shit. What the hell? Like, and
Yeah, I'm just
it's starting to make me feel like the Raiders is racist too, because like 2000, it came out 2000, he did it in 2011. Y'all did not know about that. You know what I'm saying?
man. You know what happened, man. They covered that joint up.
They
You know how
covered
it is, man.
they
So if that was,
covered it up, but then I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna try to get deep into it. They covered it up all the way till they moved to Vegas. As soon as they got to Vegas, where they gonna get a lot of ticket sales and a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of showing, because Vegas is a no sleep city. You know what I'm saying? They got a whole new fan base. Now all of a sudden that came out. He quit and I'm out of here. Because he knew what it was. They probably been knew that, like, you know what I'm saying?
he was out of there, man. You can't tell me he just gonna up and resign like that.
Yeah, he
Like,
just up. That shit was crazy. He just up and yeah, I'm out of
yeah,
here. He didn't
bro.
attempt to fight it like, no, I ain't say that. Like he knew, like, he once that shit came, oh yeah, I'm out of here. The fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying?
And Billy made the news in one day. The next day he resigned.
He was out. He was there for he signed a 10-year, $100 million contract. And I think he was only in his 5th year, something like that, of his contract. Like, yeah, he knew
Right.
what it was.
He knew what it was. He knew exactly what it was. That just goes to show, man, like people be hiding behind who they really are, yo.
Fuck, that shit made me think like players on the team racist, the organization, the organization racist. I ain't even really gonna get into that.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm just saying, why even do that, yo? You set up for life, and you just make. I hate when people with such power make dumb mistakes like that. And shit, not that I don't care that John Gruden, you know what I'm saying? That's him in his life, but come on, man, you can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he been knew what it was though. He definitely knew what it was. Now we got the spotlight of this episode, man. We gonna shout out Dan Gilbert, man, for opening up that HBCU. You know what I'm saying? The Lewis Business School in Michigan.
It's
I
not.
feel like that
Is it gonna be a basketball school?
it's a business school. So I feel like that's real big. And the reason I say that is because honestly, I feel like there should be a whole lot more HBCUs than PWIs.
Yeah, a
I
lot, a whole
like
lot.
I feel like equal amount. You know what I'm saying? It's never gonna be more, but I feel like it should be equal amount. Just the culture, man, it's real powerful. And I could say that for going to a HBCU and having that experience, man. It's really like a community, like where everybody wants you to succeed, everybody wants you to do well. Honestly, I see it as like going to Atlanta. When you go to Atlanta, you got a business, you an entrepreneur, man, they support you like no other, man. You could be from out of town, they're gonna support you. And that's the feel I get from going to like an HBCU, my time there. I've made a lot of connections as far as me and, people that's doing successful things, that's trying to put me in position. So yeah, I feel like Dan Gilbert, shout out to you, man, for doing that, man. That's real great.
You know what class I feel like should be in all schools?
What you say?
Not elementary, like all high school, college. Well, I think it is, but not that much. Financial literacy. I wish that was in school. Like, I lie to you not. Like I always say, I had the mindset I have now. Back when I was in school, I would have straight A's. Like literally from 9th grade to 12th grade, I would have straight A's. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would really take school serious because, well, yeah, I would take school serious, even though they're not teaching us what we know outside the world, which is crazy as hell. I feel like they should switch the whole entire school system up because it's a lot of shit that we need to know now. And this, you know what I'm saying? It's not 2000 and it's not 1967. It's 2021 now. You know what I'm saying? Shit's changing. Police brutality, all types of shit is getting worse and worse. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Racism around. And I feel like that financial literacy is a one class that really should be in schools that people need to know about it because all we know, like you said, all we know is like as soon as we get out of school, damn, man, I gotta get a job. And it's
yeah.
about a job now. You can start your own business. You know what I'm saying? You can actually start your own business in high school. You know what I'm saying? With the technology they have now and the developers, the apps, the sources, all types of ways that you can start your own business now. Social media is out. You know what I'm saying? So you can actually be an entrepreneur and a multi-millionaire and all that stuff in school. You know what I'm saying? Instead of thinking like, damn, man, when I get out of school, shit, I'm gonna go get a job. You know what I'm saying? at the nearest grocery store or at, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
that's enough for nobody that works at a grocery store or anything like that. But that's just all we know. Shit, when I got out of high school, I worked at Shoppers. Like I literally worked at a grocery store, you know what I'm saying? And everybody telling me, you can get a lot of hours, you can go from part-time to full-time. That's what everybody kept telling me. I'm looking like, I really don't want to do that, but you know what I'm saying?
And I just put it like this. I'm glad you said financial literacy, but honestly, until I got to college, in high school they don't really teach you those type of things. It's just math, English,
Oh,
science, and the basics. But until I got to college and I started taking classes like entrepreneurship, creativity, that's when I really wanted to start my businesses. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do a podcast and start a clothing brand. It's very important because, we have this stigma where it's like when people get out of high school, they think, oh, I need a 9 to 5. That's the first thing I gotta do.
yeah.
Get a 9 to 5 is gonna help me whatever way I can. But
Nine to
no,
five,
man.
a 9 to 5 is going to help you get, and like I always said, I'm not taking nothing against people who work 9 to 5, but they
I got a 9 to 5.
school taught us that a 9 to 5 is going to make you get a house. No, it's going to make you get a paycheck and be able to buy a house. That's exactly what they told me in school. They definitely said you get a 9 to 5 bed, you be able to pay for a house and you can get a paycheck and all that. So I'm thinking to myself, I literally used to think that teachers were millionaires. I'm like, damn, teachers must be rich as hell. Like, because like I didn't think that in high school, but I'm thinking like elementary school, middle school, I'm thinking like, oh my God, a teacher is so rich because that's what all these tell us is you're gonna get once you get out of school, once you finish school, you get a job, you'll be able to make money. So I'm thinking like, shit, everybody makes million. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that your fucking check be 300, not 300, your check be $800, you know what I'm saying? After they can get their taxes and shit, you know what I'm saying? You didn't work 2 weeks, you didn't felt like you made $1 million, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I be for the first time, man, I had a job, yo. I'm working like almost every day. I'm like, man, I'm at least at 15, 2,000. I look at that shit. Dang. Taxes be hurting, boy. I'm telling you, yo.
I remember my first time, when I worked at Shoppers. And I worked at Shoppers and I was a cashier and I was basically bagging the groceries up, right? Because I'm training, so I'm basically just grabbing all the groceries, put them in the car. I'm like, oh, this is easy. This is the easy ass job. This all I gotta do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not thinking that
Right.
nigga, your whole position gonna change once you get trained all the way up. So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm working the next day and the next day. I'm like, yeah. Bro, I got my check. Well, I got my first check. My first check from Shoppers was $37.25. Because that's because that was a train. I was so confused because I had worked all them days. You know what I'm saying? Something like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like, but I didn't know that it's a week. You work in grocery, you get paid weekly. So that was last week. You know what I'm saying? Then so I'm like, yeah, man, I'm working these days. I'm working like shit. I'm like, hell yeah. But you know what I'm saying? I got my check. That joint was $175. Back then, I'm like, damn, like, now back then, I'm looking like, what the fuck? Like, I ain't know about it. That's the thing. School don't teach you about taxes. They don't teach you about,
You're not, yo. It's just like I go to school. Oh yeah, I go to school. I play sports. I go to English class at 9. I go to math at 10. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Don't forget lunch though. We gonna make lunch. After lunch, go to gym. Then you got a game that day. That's how it was. But they don't teach you about taxes, financial literacy, entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying? And business. They don't even teach you how to set up a business. They don't teach you none of that. And it's like it's like a systematic, bro. Sometimes you gotta think outside the box. And I honestly did not realize that until I got to college, yo. So I taking these different classes, I'm learning new things. I'm like, oh, so that's how you start a business. It's really just creativity and putting it to action. As long as you got a thought, a creative mindset, you can create any business you want, bro. Any business you
my favorite class when I was in high school, like literally my favorite class in high school was computer class, keyboarding.
Yeah, I wasn't the best at that jump. JavaScript and all that. Man, I remember one time my teacher said, "Oh yeah, we had some little project that had you had to make Garfield walk. Like you had to make him walk. It was like JavaScript." Man, she looked at my computer. She said, "Why is he upside down?" I said, "Shit, I don't know either.
Keyboard on my best class because they told me I like type without looking. Like I know how to type without looking and all that shit like that. You know, at CarMax, you on the computer all day, so like that shit even got even more better because now, like, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, like that part is like my favorite class, and I forgot my schedule now. It's a lot, but
Nah, like I said, man. But sometimes you just gotta think outside the box, man. Whatever you want to pursue in life, you can do it. Just be about it. Don't just talk about it. You gotta be about it.
yeah,
You got right steps and push yourself to work. At the end of the day, it's gonna become a good outcome for you. And that's just how I look at life, honestly.
yep. So, Kyrie Irving, man.
Hey, before we even get started, I don't even know what to say, man. He making Jersey look real bad. I'm just playing like that.
Making that shit.
It looks horrible. Like he just making me so upset, man.
So just because you got the vaccine and you from Jersey, now you want everybody from Jersey get the vaccine, huh? Because you got that.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, you really gonna risk. We were just, and literally before we got on this episode, we were just watching his live. We understand what he's saying when he's talking about he don't want to be used, but it's to a point where, like, bro, like, you putting your team at risk because it's like you are a key piece to the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
So like you causing all this rift and stuff, it's like, bro, just get the vaccine, bro, so you can play. I don't know if it's a religious thing with him, you know what I'm saying? Because he do be practicing like all them other practices and stuff. So I don't know. Andrew Wiggins was in the same situation where he had to.
The Wiggins, he said, "Fuck it," like you know. What I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he was. I think
it's not about the money at all, stuff like that. But like at the end of the day, these players got to realize that y'all still like, even though they pay y'all millions of dollars and stuff like that, and it makes y'all successful. And I know that, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what their money looks like. And they only know what their money looks like. We don't know what it look like. You know what I'm saying? We just know what their contract is, but we don't know what their actual dollar amount is in there.
I'm glad you just said that because an NBA player can literally get, say, like 4 years, $75 million. Half of that is going to other things that we might not know about.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Probably, you know what I'm saying? He still got to make sure his family's straight, you know what I'm saying? So out of that 75, he probably only getting like 30 for it.
Right. And that's $30 is a lot of money, but at the same time, how much is expensive and his life expenses. Right. So we don't know, you know what I'm saying? And that's why that's the only way I would get that shit is because, like, bro, this is my job, you know what I'm saying? Not right. I play in the NBA, but I work for them too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just I play for them. I play in the NBA. I work for them. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's my job. So if my job is telling me, like, hey, we got this new rule, you know what I'm saying? We got this restriction now is that all players should be vaccinated in order to play games. You know what I'm saying? And at first they were saying that you just don't have to play no home games if you're home, because certain cities is basically saying, certain states is saying that players are not allowed to be here if they're not vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? So you can't play, which is understandable. But then some organizations like, fuck that. Like, no, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you could play a away game, but then your ass might get COVID. Now one of these players got COVID. You know what I'm saying? So you might be all the way vaccinated, which is respectful because, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a player here, and you know what I'm saying? I'm with the organization, but I'm still an employee too. You know what I'm saying? So I might as well just, you know what I'm saying? If my job telling me, hey, you gotta get a vaccine to be here, and then you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna cut no checks for you. Shit, hey, I gotta take care of my family. You know what I'm saying? Shit, bills still do. You know what I'm saying? So shit.
You know what I feel is though? I just feel like Kyrie feels like the NBA and like the people around him are forcing him to do it. And that's why I like what LeBron said. LeBron said, yeah, I'm vaccinated, but shit, I ain't promoting that junk. I'm not saying like y'all gotta get it, but he understands that he has a job and his team needs him. You know what I'm saying?
LeBron basically just understands exactly what I'm saying. He's understanding that LeBron is an example of that shit. LeBron, like, shit, my expenses is way too high. My platform is way too big to be some shit like this. You know?
Hey man, Kyrie.
And the thing, it's like a 50-50. It's like you with Kyrie Irving because I'm not getting vaccinated because I don't want that. Fuck that. You can still get fuck, you can still catch COVID and shit like that. But like I said, if it's on the way to a point where you have to get in, because I have a business, but you know what I'm saying, I'm about to start traveling again. If I can't travel without a vaccination, you know damn well they're gonna bring it on. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I you know what I'm saying, I'm not getting it right now because they're not saying nothing about no COVID and you don't gotta fly without it. So you know what I'm saying? I would still be safe, keep wearing my mask, keep doing the same thing I've been doing. But if it's mandatory to where you can't move at all, then I will get it. Cause like I don't run because I have a business. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. And that's the you know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, just get it for the sake of the team, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It does affect everyone differently, but like, bro, you're a key piece to the Brooklyn Nets. You just might as well just get it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think it's more to him than just getting it. Like, I feel like he think he gonna go against his culture. It got to be something, bro.
maybe Kyrie Irving just being Kyrie.
He got a lot of, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie to you. Maybe Kyrie might just be on the topic of he don't give a fuck. Maybe Kyrie may be on I don't give a fuck. I'm not getting that shit. I don't know no research on it. And y'all stupid motherfuckers want to get it. I ain't getting it. You might just be on that type of time. Like he said on live, he did say it's not about the money. And I said the same thing. It's not about the money, but at the same time, you are an employee of the NBA and they do cut your checks. So you know what I'm saying? You can't. And the thing is, this is the same thing. I'm glad we're speaking about same thing about Kaepernick. To me, we understand what Kaepernick was doing. We understand the whole stand. You know what I'm saying? The Pledge of Allegiance doesn't make sense. It was what's going on in America and everything like that. We all understand that, but you don't do it on that platform.
Yeah.
Not on that platform at all. You know what I'm saying? Not the platform that pays you, and then they saying like, you know what I'm saying? Of course, everybody gonna stand with Kaepernick and all that, but and now you think that just because you embarrassed, like it's not like he did it, and then like it's not like the NFL knew about it. The NFL like we're gonna do what we want to stand on, and then he did it. You know what I'm saying? He just did that shit out of nowhere. That's embarrassing to the, you know what I'm saying, to the organization, to the company. What the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? So then you think that 31 teams is going to try to sign you because of that shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? You think it's going to brush off on, yeah, he just, you know what I'm saying? He's a good player, but you know what I'm saying? He nails down the national anthem. Oh no, hell no. Like, you know what I'm saying? No team's not gonna want that attention. No, they're like, fuck that, because you know what I'm saying?
But I agree with what Kaepernick did, and I'm glad you brought that up.
I agree with it too, but at the
But
same time,
it's my thing. Where your voice at, bro? You got all these situations. You basically made yourself a powerful public figure by doing that, and you probably don't even know it. Where's your voice at when all these things are going on? Police brutality. We need your voice, like, because you made such a bold statement about what you're doing. But I feel like, you know what I'm saying, he hasn't really, inputted himself to make his voice heard as much as it needs to be.
yeah,
And that's my God with him.
like put happened last year in Minnesota. Not the George Floyd. I mean, George Floyd thing happened, but something else happened in Minnesota, right? No, Milwaukee. Something happened in Milwaukee.
I feel like it was Milwaukee. I'm
Yeah,
trying to think.
something happened in Milwaukee where a player got, well, I said a player, somebody got killed by the police, right?
Right.
And the whole entire NBA came together, like, you know, we're not even playing. We want to shut down all this shit. Like, we're going to, you know,
Right.
because they came together because they're a union. That's how you supposed to go about it. Not no, you feel a way about what's going on in the world and you take and use it on somebody else's platform. No, you could have made a whole little press conference, and you know what I'm saying, we'll have like you go to like to your community and have a, you know what I'm saying, have a whole little thing and you talk about and stuff like that. The NFL will praise you on more about that because they're just putting onto your platform. You know what I'm saying? They'll help you out, not embarrass their platform.
Just like in another example, just like when LeBron, Wade, Chris Paul, Carmelo,
Right? Yeah.
the SPs, yeah, that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about powerful statements. Like, let your voice be heard. 'Cause at the end of the day, you got to realize you are one of the biggest public figures in the world. ever since that, they're not even gonna know you for football anymore. They're gonna know you because you decide to take a knee.
Yeah.
So you make your voice more heard than what it is,
And
bro.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like, fuck what you can do for the team is what you did. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right? He
yeah,
started.
you can throw the ball. Yeah, so can my backup quarterback. He can throw the ball too. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can run, so can he. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just what you're going to do when you're on this team. I don't know what the fuck you might say in the press conference. You might start saying "fuck everybody, fuck all white people." I'm not saying that. I'm saying this what they might say. You know what I'm saying? Or they just might say some bizarre shit that's going to bring more media attention to the team, and that's going to just bring more distractions.
More distractions, man. So, like I said, man, we just feel like his voice should have been more heard, and yeah, that's just how we feel about that situation, man. Now we're gonna go into close out the interview. We're gonna talk about got some NFL updates and NBA preseason. I know my man Wayne, him and his Falcons. You know what I'm saying?
You try to disrespect my team like that? Fucking wrong
You
with
know what
you?
I'm saying?
We beat them bum ass Jets. Yeah. How you like that? You know what I'm saying? Because you are a
Like
JETS man.
man, like I said, man, Ravens, man. You see what my boy Lamar did, man.
Oh, you ain't a fucking Ravens fan. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Man.
Then you just say Lamar Johnson, not Lamar Johnson, Kawhi Leonard. What the fuck am I? I'm drunk. I'm sorry, I've been drinking. Kyrie Irving, you said Kyrie Irving is fucking it up for Jersey. He messing up for Jersey. Now all of a sudden, it's Baltimore. Lamar, get the fuck out of here.
Nah, I've been like Lamar though, bro. That's my dude. You know what I'm saying? I still feel like he gotta show that what he's doing, and he always does this every season. And then when he gets a playoff,
and when he gets to the playoff, he just like James Harden. He James Harden in the NFL.
Yeah, this is probably his cousin.
You see James Harden, all this he cooking in the preseason. James Harden gonna do that the whole season like that. That's the whole thing about people. People don't understand what I be saying about James Harden. In the regular season, James Harden is the man. He do his thing. He be balling out. The playoffs is the most important part of basketball. In the playoffs,
you know what I'm saying? He gonna average 25, do his step backs. You know what I'm saying?
In the playoffs, he gonna step out of the play. He gonna step back out. He gonna shit.
Yeah, James Harden. I ain't a believer, man. Until he proved to me he can successfully lead a playoff team at least to the Eastern Conference Finals, then I ain't believing it. Now the Lakers, on the other hand, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, like you said earlier, man, talking about it's preseason, man, just chill.
Yeah, just relax.
You know what I'm saying? They working on their chemistry right now. It's looking real good.
Playing like 10 minutes, 13 minutes a game. They ain't even playing that far. I think last night they played 30 minutes last night, something like that. But
let me ask you this: say the Lakers get down to the situation, right, where they gotta take the last shot. Who taking it?
Ron.
Think so?
You letting Westbrook take that shot?
I'm saying, what about AD though?
Why the fuck would I let AD take a shot?
Look at the bubble. AD took most of the last second shots.
The bubble.
Hey, the bubble was still basketball.
Kyle Kuzma took a shot in the bubble. What the hell?
It depends on the situation. But I do agree with you about. I'm giving it to LeBron. LeBron's the greatest player to touch of basketball. Anybody that tells you otherwise,
basket. Anthony Davis gonna get his dumb ass under the basket and don't get hurt. Fuck, catch the rebound. Fuck.
That's the thing. I feel like is that's gonna hurt them. I feel like they need to stay healthy. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got a lot of older guys that have a lot of experience, and you know what comes with old comes injuries. They really gotta stay.
I feel like AD needs to play a big man this year. Don't need to fuck that bouncing out to the outside of three and shit like that. Be a big man.
I can't really say that because that's his game, bro. You gotta think about it. AD used to be a point guard. He's not really a big, you know what I'm saying? He's not really a big man.
But then again though, I can't really say well then again, AD might be the guy that can bounce out for the three and that because they have Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan down there now.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's why those was two great pickups because that's kind of taking pressure off of AD where it's like, I could do my thing on the perimeter a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? He's capable of doing it, but he do have to get in there sometimes and bang. Like, you are still 6'10", nigga. Like, Like, don't think I'm MJ out here shooting fadeaways.
Oh yeah, fuck that. Don't you can do it a couple times, you know what I'm saying? Because AD is good on running the perimeter. Like, he'll bust your ass with that 2 point, you know what I'm saying? He can give you some buckets, but at the same time, you do need down that bang too, though. You know what I'm saying? You are 6'10. Like, you do need to at least get 6 rebounds. The White House can give you 10 rebounds. He can give you 10.
Right.
And then don't forget, Melo gonna get down there and bang too, though. Melo will give you 5 rebounds too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On a good day, Melo give you 10. But
Yeah,
Melo is most of defensive rebound though. Melo more so he start to break type shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, man. That's pretty much, you know what I'm saying, all the time we're going to talk about today, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. If y'all haven't, man, definitely make sure y'all go check out our previous interviews. We talking about some real life stuff, man, and we're gonna continue, like Wayne always say, drop more content for y'all, man. And yeah, man, we're gonna end this joint on the quote of the day. We talked a lot about investing. So the quote of the day is, in investing, what is comfortable is rarely profitable. Y'all think about that one. And yeah, that's it, man, for episode 7 of Between the Lens, the podcast. We're gonna catch y'all on next week's episode, and we out.